In this module, we are going to talk about another text function called search. Now, the purpose of search function, as the name suggests, is to find text within a text. So if you have a text inside which you are searching for some text or a character, in this module, we are going to talk about another text function called search. Now, the purpose of search function, as the name suggests, is to find text within a text. So if you have a text inside which you are searching for some text or a character, then you might use this search function. And you can also say from which position you want the search to happen within the text. So if you don't give anything as your starting number or your position, it will start from the beginning. So the purpose of this function is to search. Now what will this function return? It will return the index or the position within the text where it has found this text. Let us see how this works. Now if you look at this list here, it has names separated by comma. The one which is before the comma is the first name of the person, and the one after the comma is the last name. Now our job is to separate them. I want to put the first name in this column and last name in this column. So therefore, I will use the left, right, or mid. So let's see which one we'll be using. However, we need to find the position where the comma is, because from that position, we know that the next character is all our last name. And prior to that position, all our first name. So this comma is very important. Why? Because all names are of different size or length. And therefore, we need to know where this comma is. And when we know where the comma is, then only we can decide that in the front of it, we need to find out the first name, and after that, all our last name. So before that, we get into the job of separating them. We'll first have a small look into the search function and what does it return. So if I say here is equal to search, and I say find text comma within this text, and I don't give the start position, which means that it starts from the beginning of Jones Smith. So the position at which it finds comma is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th and 6th position. So if you look at Jones, J1 O N E S, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the position at which the comma is 6th. So it gives me 6. Similarly, if I can just copy this down, I will see this is also in the 6th position, this is in the 6th position, this is in the 7th position, this is again on the 6th position, and this is on the 7th position. So if I have different positions where my comma are, then how would I get the first name? So getting the first name is simple, because we can say here is equal to, if I say left and I click on this, then here I would say 6, but every time it's not 6, right? It's not 5, sorry. 5 characters is the first name. Somebody would have 6 characters, somebody would have 7 characters. Then how many number of characters should I pick? From there, okay? So maybe I'll use a search function and find the text comma within this text. Now what does that give me? That gives me the position. So it'll try say, okay, start with 10 and get me 6. So if it get me 6, it'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll include comma as well. So let's see. Okay, it includes comma. So similarly, if I can drag here, I'll see all commas are coming as well with the first name. So to remove comma, I'll say no, don't go till comma, just before the comma. So I'll just put a -1 here. So what does this formula look like? It says from the left, search for comma, you'll find the position 6. Now I want to pick up the names or the letters which are before that. So I'll put a -1 saying that you start with 1, but go 1, stop 1 before the comma and say enter. Now I'm getting the correct string. Now if I drag this down, you'll see this shows me the correct name. So I hope you are getting this formula, which starts with left, this string, and then it searches for comma, right, at that position, and then it just goes till that position and read it and gets the first name. What about the last name? Because last name we can't use the same technique. In the last name, we will use the mid function. So I'll say is equal to mid. This is the text. And where we should start with? We should start with after the comma, after it has got the comma. So I'll say search, comma, within this text. So it searches the comma within the text. So it says, okay, text start num is 6th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. But I don't want that comma. I want the one should start after the comma. So +1. And then how many characters it should read? I don't know. So I'll say, okay, go till the length of the string. I know the length of the string is more than this, but again, if it is more also, no problem. It will just read as many number of strings is there. So just to tell this, because the last name cannot be more than the combination of these two. So in order that I'm sure that it will go till the end, I'll say len of this. So here what I have done, I have applied 3 functions. One is mid function, one is search function, and one is len function. So the mid function, I said, okay, what is the starting with which text I want? A10. What would be my starting position from where I should start reading? It should be from the comma and after that. So it finds the search, finds the comma. After it has found the comma, I'll say +1 to move to S. And from S, I'll read till the end. To go to the end, I'll just use the len function. Right? Similarly, it'll do for all. So I'll get this as Smith. Now, if I can just copy this down, now I get it correctly. So I'm able to separate the first name and the last name from these names. Now, if you can just change this to Rose Mary, it automatically does that. So you can just go and change it with any name, and it works. So this is how search function can be used to search a particular string within a string. Now, it can be a single string, it can be multiple strings.